This is lecture number 5 from Unit 12, Instrument Classifiers in Dialogue. Dialogue role shifting is used to show how characters interact with each other, and instrument classifiers are used to show how characters interact with things. Both grammatical structures are necessary for creating effective narratives in ASL. You have learned how to perform dialogue role shifts, and you have learned instrument classifiers, but now you must blend them together appropriately in your sentences. These two grammatical aspects work in concert with each other to bring a story to fruition. Reserve your dominant hand for the production of gloss signs, and when appropriate, maintain the consistency of the instrument classifier with your non-dominant hand, reinforcing the concept behind the ICL throughout your story. The first example you saw of this was in the story One Fine Day. Do you remember the fox holding the jug while thanking the girl in the tree, and then using it to get water, pouring it on the grass, collecting milk in it, and finally bringing it to the woman? In each case, the fox reminds us that he still has the jug by holding it with his non-dominant hand. This function of object permanence is reinforced by the consistent interplay of that ICL in each of his dialogue role shifts. I'll show you some examples now. In ASL, eyes are king. There is much implicit information which can be deciphered by paying attention to eye gaze and eye contact. Eye gaze really matters and can do a lot of work defining your characters, especially if one is taller than the other. In the story One Fine Day, we know that the fox is shorter than the woman because whenever they interact, he is looking up and she is looking down. The eye gaze in that story also provides emotional information. Remember how contrite the fox is as he returns the milk, and how the woman's face shows her satisfaction? A good role shift is not only consistent about placement or which side the person is on, but also about how tall or short they are in relation to each other and how they feel about the exchange. Your eye gaze and facial expression provide vast amounts of implicit information, but it is your eye contact that indicates whether the signer is in first or third person narrative. When the eye contact is direct and straight, they are telling you about it. But if the signer's eye contact shifts and they're looking either right or left, that means they are now in third-person narrative, telling you about what happened. Finally, as you begin to work on your fable script, take note when you are telling the story as a narrator and when you are being characters in a dialogue. Make sure that your eye contact matches the kind of sentence you are producing.